Hi. I come on here, excuse the way I look. I know I got a hat inside the house, but I had to hurry up and make this video real quick before it slips my mind. But I wanted to talk about sabotage and how I always end up sabotaging myself. Like, I, for some reason, always end up self-sabotaging myself. I was just sitting outside because I just came from outside. And I was thinking, like, dang, I always end up sabotaging myself. Like the time I lived in Atlanta, I was helping a person move, and in the back of his backyard, he had a gold mine. When I said he had a gold mine in his backyard, he had like a bunch of crystals. And I was out there one day, and I saw a crystal, and I was like, "That's a crystal," and so I picked it up, and I was like, "I wonder if I can find more." So something told me to look in the backyard. I went and looked in the backyard. He had several back there. So I picked them up, and then I told the lady that was there also helping him move. And she had that little thing on her phone, where you take a picture of it and it tells you how much it's worth. I had one crystal that was worth $1,500. And then the other one was worth $500. That has several of these. And they were all worth a lot of money. But I self-sabotaged myself because I moved out of Atlanta and I wanted to move back to Michigan. So I self-sabotaged myself and ended up leaving the crystals behind. That was a lot of money I left behind. And then another reason I self-sabotaged myself is I moved out of Atlanta. I was in a good area, and now Lionsgate is there. My dream is to be an actress, and I've done some acting. So Lionsgate is there in the same area I lived at, and Tyler Perry lives in the same area I lived at. And if y'all all know, Tyler Perry started with Lionsgate. So I could have been working, having my own place, because they have houses where you can rent at Lionsgate. I could have been working at Lionsgate, and who knows, probably even ran into Tyler Perry and got discovered. But no, I wanted to move back to Michigan. I self-sabotaged myself a lot. Like the job I had last year. That was a job that could have been paying me $500 a week. I mean, it started out slow. That's why I quit. But if I had stuck with it, I would have been getting paid $500 a week. That's a lot of money. And with my car I had a nice car. It was a beautiful car. It was a 2014 Honda Elantra. That was a beautiful car. And I self-sabotaged it by leaving it behind. So now I don't have it anymore. Like, I always end up self-sabotaging myself. Like, I was dating this guy. He was a really nice guy. But because I didn't like his fingernails, they were dirty. Because he was a mechanic. He was a mobile mechanic. And if y'all know about mobile mechanics, they make good money. And so I ended up self-sabotaging myself, talking myself out of him being my boyfriend. And I ended up dumping him. And now here I am, lonely as hell. And so I self-sabotaged myself right out of a good guy. And he was a good guy. He was a quirky guy, but I like him quirky. He was funny. We connected. But I self-sabotaged myself right out of a good guy. And I wonder, like, why do I always end up self-sabotaging myself? Like, what is this pattern I have that I always end up self-sabotaging myself? I had a place of my own, self-sabotaging myself out of that. So I'm sitting here wondering, like, trying to come up, like, why do I always self-sabotage myself? Like, it's like I always end up with the short end of the stick, when it could have been longer. Like, I just came on here to say that I always end up self-sabotaging myself. And I don't know why I do it. Hopefully I found out the reasons why and I stopped self-sabotaging myself. Maybe y'all guys can give me some comments comment in the comments below as to how to stop yourself from self-sabotaging yourself. What are the signs, stuff like that. But I just need to stop self-sabotaging myself. Sorry. Not sorry, but I do.